G'day, my name's John Gladigau. I'm from the Northern Mallee region of South Australia, and this is my farm. And it's kind of nice to actually see a really good crop growing after 3 years of devastating drought, but that's the region that we live in some quite marginal cropping country in our part of the world. I'm a third generation farmer. My family have been here on this property since 1956. And when I first started out here on the farm, it was just a small, ordinary family-sized farm. It was a couple of thousand hectares. We cropped about a third of it to cereals. We ran some stock. We had a piggery. We had a couple of milking cows. We were just a pretty ordinary kind of a farm. And as I was growing up, I guess I always had questions about, so what does the future look like? As there was this ever more striving for efficiencies, for economies of scale, as our cost of production was getting higher and higher. And so I guess I started asking questions about what the future's actually going to look like. I saw neighbours buying out neighbours, and I was starting to say, well, what's going to happen in 10 years' time? Am I going to be owning my neighbour's property, or is he going to be owning mine? And that really started my whole journey in looking at the whole collaboration field. There's this whole idea of surely there's ways that we can actually work together. I mean, one of our biggest costs in our farming businesses is the cost of farm machinery, and it's equipment which is worth a lot of money, and yet it's only used for a very short amount of the year. And so I started looking at, well, what are ways that maybe we could work together to share farm machinery, ways that we could get together to maybe share labour and to share infrastructure. And that began a bit of a journey for me, which culminated, I suppose, in me receiving a Nuffield Scholarship in 2007 to travel the world and look at collaborative business structures all over the place, which was just a fantastic opportunity. And then in 2009, I joined together with, my wife and I joined together with another local farming family, Robin and Rebecca Schaefer, and we set up Bulla Burra. And basically what Bulla Burra is, it's a true collaborative farm. It's two family farms which have come together and become one. So what we did is we set up a new business, which we call Bullabarra. We leased our properties to Bullabarra and paid ourselves a commercial lease for that. We worked out what we believed was the efficiency cell for our district, which is the mix of land, infrastructure, labour and machinery. And we believe that we had the capacity to crop 8,000 hectares in 2 cells in our region. So we went and sold all of our machinery that we owned individually, and then we used that as capital to put into the business to turn around and purchase what we needed to most effectively crop 8,000 hectares. And then we put ourselves into the business where we believe that we added the most value. So for myself, I'm probably more on the strategic side and the business side, the marketing. So that became my forte, whereas Robin is sort of the guy who loves to get his hands dirty and has been in the agronomy field as well. And so he became the farm manager and looks after the daily operations of the business. And then above that, we put in place also a board. And that board, with an independent chairman, basically keeps us accountable and ensures that we have a high level of efficiency and transparency and professionalism, and ensures that emotions don't get in the road of how we manage our business. So we've been going now for since 2009. It's been quite an incredible journey. We certainly are a much stronger business now. We have, we believe, a much higher level of efficiency, of profitability. We are now working in the business in the areas of our passion, which is something which we weren't able to do before. We now get to take weekends off and actually take some holidays occasionally, because there's enough people in our business to allow us to be able to do that. But best of all, we've got structures and systems in place so that we can actually have really good, high quality decision making. And I think that's been one of the great things about collaboration, is that there are more heads in the business, there are more people making the decisions, or who can come together to help make those decisions and be a good sounding board for our business as well. And so for us now, it's about strategically looking at new opportunities, but doing that together and looking how we can grow the business, but also to do the best thing possible for our families. So collaboration has been a real positive for us. It has helped us to take our business to a whole different level, and it's something that we're very passionate about.